This is Glenn Coburn, writer-director of Bloodsuckers from Outer Space, and this is Nerd Remix.
Nerd Remix Radio. Nerd Remix. Nerd Remix Radio. Nerd Remix Radio.
Are you here for the feeding?
Nerd Remix. Nerd Remix Radio. Nerd Remix. Nerd Remix. Nerd Remix Radio. Nerd Remix. Nerd Remix Radio. Nerd Remix. Nerd Remix Radio. Nerd Remix.
Due to some violent content, parental discretion is advised.
3, and go on, Tom Jeezy, with the intro, my measy.
Nerd Remix Radio, bitches, and we have a special guest. Derek, tell them who the special guest is.
My mom, because it's Mother's Day. Say hi, Mom.
Hi!
We got Will Devokees on the other side, the director of Macabre Medicine, and hopefully the soon director of other fine films coming soon, maybe, hopefully.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to get blacklisted when Macabre Medicine comes out. Enjoy it while it lasts, folks.
Okay, well then we are here with the one-hit wonder, Will.
Are you sure it's going to be a hit?
Fine, we are here with somebody. God damn, what do you want me to say, man? Just tell me what you want me to say.
How about I'll introduce myself? Alright, we're here from NerdRemix.com with Will Devokees, a man who will probably never work again after Macabre Medicine is released. Will, what is your take on this? Yeah, you're probably right. Alright, folks, you heard it here first.
Oh, yeah?
He interviewed himself. It's like interview masturbation.
Hey, man, I do that sometimes.
Sometimes he likes to talk in other voices of certain actors.
Yes.
We got an impersonator. So what are we talking today on the show? What are we talking about?
I want a brief synopsis of Macabre Medicine. It sounds interesting. I like the poster.
Hold on. I gotta plug my laptop in. This might take an hour. Well, thank you. It's just a film about this kid. I guess I wanted to go after social issues with a lot of bullying that goes on in schools. I know that happens a lot. And, it's about this kid who gets picked on. He's, like, a really dorky kid. He's not really popular. And he kills people and studies, takes their bodies and uses them as cadavers to study anatomy. And just to play around with them. And, that's pretty much what it's about. He has no friends. Eventually he becomes friends with this really popular kid. And he starts making this kid's life a living hell. He starts, getting into his business and killing his friends, and, he's getting blamed for it. And, it's a crazy film. It's funny. It's more of a comedy. It was shot with no money, no money at all. I did almost all the special effects. A couple of us shot it. DP'd it. It's shit. It's not a great movie, but it's something that's going to be fun. I mean, I'm not going to charge a bunch of money for people who want to. I'll probably just put it on YouTube, but it's been a living nightmare for the past 4 years, and I'm happy to finally get the goddamn thing out,
Now, when you say DP'd it, do you mean director of photography or double penetration?
Both.
Oh, nice. And I was lucky. I was like one of the first people to see the rough cuts of it.
Yeah. I think I mentioned that.
Or wait, I was the first person according to him.
You were the first person to receive the rough cut.
And I say, it was pretty funny. We watched it together. We had a few laughs. We had a few glasses of champagne. Next day my butt hurt, but that's a different story altogether.
And then he went down on me, so.
Derek got DP'd.
Yeah, don't you know it, boy. I was like, Derek, let me see that turd cutter.
Squeal like a pig. Wait.
It always ends up back to the penis here on Nerd Remix Radio.
That's the way it was with the other one that was, what was it called, Beyond Nerds?
Oof.
That's all we would talk about, it's like cock. It'd be like, so Will, how about Macabre Medicine? I'd just be like, yeah, this is film. And they'd be like, so is your cock in it? And I'm like, yeah, no, not yet.
Well, is it in it now?
Yeah.
Yes! Awesome.
Nice.
There's a what?
I got some reviews coming up. I just got done watching Sculpture, which was kind kind of associate produced and acted in by Marv Blauvelt, the guy from Muscle Wolf Productions. I've been reviewing a lot of his stuff lately. And Peter Jassalone is the director on this. That was pretty cool. It's got Rain Brown and Misty Monday. I'm also going to be throwing up a review of, it's kind of old, came out in 2001, but Jimmy O'Burl's musical, Silver Scream. I got that coming up. And then I have this other movie that I actually saw an ad for, so I contacted the director and got a copy of it, called Project Gray. And it was done by a guy named Christian Blaze. And it's kind of a sci-fi horror thing, so I got to check that out yet. I have not watched that. I'm going to watch that when we're done recording here. So look for those reviews.
Nice. I just recently picked up a comic book called The Latex Avenger.
Nice.
It's sort of like, imagine if the Trojan Man was an actual superhero. And it's by Arthur and writer Dan Price. And this current book is about this guy. He's making the whole world become bisexual, and they're trying to save the world from becoming a whole big bisexual world, I guess. I don't know how to say it politically correct, but they're saving the world one virgin at a time.
Good times. I just opened a beer and got it all over me, so I'll be out for a second.
Nice. So, Will Devokees, since we have you on here, we might as well talk to you a little bit.
Okay.
How did you think about the trailer to the new map pack for the Call of Duty, the Call of the Dead?
I was excited, man. I was like, man, as soon as that thing comes out, I'm going to buy that thing. And then, like, I didn't. It was like, no, because, look, seriously, like, I don't really play games that much anymore. I'm so busy with school and, like, filmmaking and acting and stuff that, like, it looks cool. I love the fact that they get all those guys to do all the voice acting. Like, I love Danny Trejo and Michael Rooker and Robert Englund, but it's like... I'm just too busy. I don't really have I guess I could shell out the $20 to buy it. I'm just too lazy right now.
Yeah, I decided to pick it up. And from what I saw, from what I played, is it really worth the $15? I don't think so. But, I mean, it's still cool seeing all those, actors play in it, have their faces portrayed in it, their voices. The funny thing is, when you're Sarah Michelle Gellar, you know how you can run and then press B to do the leap onto the floor? Even though it's a chick, she still makes the guys grunts.
That's pretty good.
I thought that was kind of funny. And
George, at this point, Sarah Michelle Gellar makes me grunt. So.
Oh, she makes us all grunt. Trust me.
It's just Tom. He's just grunting. He did the grunting for the game.
Anyway, George A. Romero's part is seriously stupid in the fucking map pack.
Yeah, what happens?
Well, his story's okay, but his actual part, he comes out the water, and you can't kill George, you can only make him mad, and to cool him off, you gotta put him in water. So.
Yeah, it sounds pretty fucking retarded.
Yeah, basically, that's all there is, and he just keeps on following you ever so slowly with the fucking light or whatever the fuck. And
so he's like a Jason Voorhees character.
Kinda. I mean, he was directing y'all, and then zombies attacked, and now it's up to you to save the day. Dun 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 dun. But he becomes a zombie, and you can't kill him at all. I tried shooting him over and over and over again. Nothing happened. Shoot him in the face. Nothing happens. It's just like the real George A. Romero. He doesn't know when to quit.
Speaking of zombies, I just saw that movie Dylan Dog.
And?
That fucking sucked.
Really? The movie looks so funny, man.
It was funny, but like they could have done so much. Like I could have made that fucking movie, man. Like me at my film school, like it was a good idea, and you got to remember that Dylan Dog pretty much was already made back in the early 1990s. A movie called Della Morte Della More, a.k.a. The Cemetery Man. It was the same exact thing as Dylan Dog. But this movie, I mean, it was just, oh my god, they should have never made it PG-13. It needed to be graphic, it needed to be gory, and I'm a big fan of what's that actor's name? He was in The Big Lebowski.
Jeff Bridges?
No, he wasn't in that. The other guy, Peter, son of a bitch bastard.
Who does he play as in Dylan Dog?
He plays a werewolf.
Huh. Oh, I don't know who you're... Gee. Well, does it really matter who he is?
Not really, but I am a big fan of his acting. Peter Stormare.
Still don't know who he is.
Yeah, nobody knows who he is. I'm a big fan of those like lesser known actors who, anyway. But like the movie they could have done so much more with it. I mean, they try to change the mythos of all the characters, like the zombies. I mean, I would say check it out. It's more of a matinee film. Don't pay $10 to see it. Go on a Saturday afternoon and see it for $5.
Alright, and you heard it from the man himself, Will Devokees.
I'm nobody. What do you mean the man himself? Who the fuck am I? Just some dude who likes to watch movies.
You behave, or I'ma make you behave.
There's like 3 dudes here that just like to watch movies.
Oh, yeah. I think that's all of us.
Instead of NerdRemix, just call it the 3 dudes that like to watch movies.
That's probably already taken.
Yeah.
God damn it.
3 dudes, 1 cup.
Actually, Derek and I are really respected in the industry, aren't we, Derek?
Yeah, sure. Tell that to the writer of funny books who fucking like disband me and shun me.
You know, out of all the people I've pissed off, or all the movies I've trashed, I don't think I've ever really pissed anybody off. But I think if the director of Trunk saw my review of that, he would never speak to me again.
Probably.
I think it sounds like I gotta send Tom a copy of a Cobb medicine.
Yeah, you should. He'll be brutally honest, just like me.
That's what I need.
But yeah,
I love that though. How you're like, yeah, Will, if I trash it, please don't like get rid of our friendship, because like apparently everybody that you've like reviewed their movies, they've all like, oh fuck you, I'm not talking to you anymore, and like deleted you from their friends list and shit.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
You know, there is one person that I talked to, an actress named Melanie Robel. She was in, I think, Alien Vengeance, and Derek said something about how she couldn't act or something like that in the movie, and I didn't know this, and she brought it up one time in a conversation, and she was like, you know, if I ever come on NerdRemix Radio or anything like that, I go, feel free to tear Derek apart. She's like, no, I wouldn't. I would actually thank him for, you know, making me step up my game a little bit, because, you know, I really took that to heart, and I really try harder now.
See, that's exactly what I want. I want to know what I'm doing, where I'm fucking up, so I can like fix it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Or you can do like Zombitch and have it be one big fuck up. So.
No. That's macabre medicine.
No, my movie's crappier.
No, mine's crappier.
No, guys, trust me. When I make mine in the summer, it'll be crappier.
No, we're gonna actually make yours good. It's gonna look like Tron Legacy, which I just saw for the first time today.
You liked it?
I don't know. I haven't finished watching it. I came to do this thing instead.
Nice, because this thing is far more important. Did you like the look on young Jeff Bridges' face?
I could tell it was computerized. I was like, alright. It's cool that they could do that technology, but it kind of, I don't know, it was neat.
Something about his mouth looks weird as hell.
This is computerized.
I actually was not a fan of the first one, and when I heard that they made a second one, I was like, why?
Wait, there's a first one?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. No, I knew there was a first one. I haven't seen it yet.
If you saw the first one, you say, why the hell did they make a second one?
Yeah, I was just wondering. I heard that.
Yeah, the first one tied up everything nicely. But Tom, anyway, there's one thing I wanted to bring up. I heard that there was a matter of a little thing that needs to be trimmed somewhere.
Oh yeah, I was watching. Like I said, I got a review coming of Sculpture. Like I said, and Misty Monday is in it, and she gets naked like she does in all her movies. But man, she would be so much hotter if she would do something with the hippie bush. Guys, I mean, do you think she should trim the hedges at least, if not scorch the earth? What do you think?
I don't know. I say she should plow the fields.
She should trim the hedges a little bit. You know, it's nothing. I mean, she kind of looks like a hippie chick anyway, so, you know, with the long, straight hair and everything, but, yeah, the bush kind of went out in 1976. So,
she should, at least make a lightning bolt in there, something cool.
Landing strip or something, who knows? Who fucking knows, you know?
Maybe like the Superman symbol.
There you go, or an arrow. You know, so, I mean, it's just a matter of personal preference, and, you know,
Well, what if it's a merkin?
There you go, a wig. She could have like.
Well, yeah, it might be because I know they do that in some films. They make them wear a merkin, and that's fucking ridiculous. But
and she's had the same merkin for a long time because I've seen quite a few of her movies, and yeah.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe she needs to trim the hair. I don't know. I mean, I've only seen 2 of her films.
Well, you think if you were going full frontal in front of a camera, you know, you'd want to tidy up a little bit. I don't know. Something that brings. Now that I'm on this subject.
Uh-oh. We got him started.
Derek, somebody brought this up in conversation the other day, and I had seen it, but it was a few years ago. Have you ever seen One Night in China?
No.
With, China, the wrestler that looks like she used to be a dude?
Oh, it's a porn with China.
But anyway, she's shooting a porno film, right? You would think, even if she's doing it for her that greasy wrestler dude that she was banging at the time, you'd think, okay, I'm shooting a homemade porn. Maybe I should tidy up a bit. No, she's got a 5 o'clock shadow. You know what I mean? Which, it wouldn't surprise me if she had one on her face because I think she used to be a dude.
I agree, dude. She's probably has some like little balls or something down there.
Actually, they say that if women dose on testosterone, a certain part of their anatomy starts resembling a certain part of the male anatomy, and on hers it does.
You mean her clitoris looks like a dick?
It looks like a little creamy penis.
A little weenus?
Yes. But yeah, definitely check out One Night in China.
No, we're not going to do that.
We're definitely going to get sued. Afterwards, we'll ask her for an interview.
We didn't get sued after who we talked shit about the one time Eddie Furlong. We didn't get sued by him.
Not yet.
Yeah, but does he even have a fucking computer?
No, he sold it for crack. It's cool, man.
Could be, man. I don't know. What movie was he in? Night of the Demons, the remake. Yeah.
I actually thought it was okay. I liked the movie. It was okay. I mean, it wasn't great. I mean, I'm not the type of dude who watches a remake and like compares it to the original. I try and watch a remake as its own film, its own happening. And just watching it, it's not bad. I mean, it was entertaining at least.
Anyway, the original, some people say, oh, it's a timeless classic. It had its moments. It's not a classic by a long shot.
Dude, the original kind of sucked.
You guys remember that part in the original where, like, the guy was running and he opened the door and the monster killed him? You guys remember that?
No.
Alright. Something I gotta tell you. I never saw the movie.
Really?
Yeah, really.
When it comes to Night of the Demons and then the movie Demons, I prefer Demons.
Yeah, I prefer Demons because I've seen Demons.
Demons kicked ass. The only thing I don't like, it's the thing that I love about and don't like about the pimp in it.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I mean, why? What was his motive? Why was he there? What was he doing?
Hey, they gotta see movies too, man.
That dude, the Chiller, like a week ago in New Jersey, Dave Felter had a bunch of pictures from Chiller, and he got his picture taken with him. He looks exactly the same, only just a little older.
I know, I saw that.
Kind of just like Keanu Reeves looks like he never ages, man.
He's like Clark, thaw him out for certain occasions.
Keanu Reeves never ages because I'm almost positive he's a fucking robot. Like, you see how he never has any emotion or anything? He's a robot. He just had his setting on cool, and now it's just chilled out.
I like how these people are like serious actors now, like Keanu Reeves. Like, nobody ever remembers Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
I do.
Yeah, whatever happened to the other guy? Like, he's not doing anything now, is he?
Like Tom Hanks, nobody ever talks about Bachelor Party,
Yeah, or the Money Pit.
Or what was the other one? The one with John Candy and his wife.
Summer Rental.
They were in Thailand at the Peace Corps. What the fuck was the name of that? Volunteers?
Oh, I don't even know about that one. See?
So I never even heard about that. I know about Stripes.
Hey, man, Stripes was a well-known movie.
Yeah. Tom Hanks wasn't in it.
He was in my mind. Supposedly, who was that supposedly in Driller Killer that's washing the windows? Bruce Willis or some shit?
Yeah, I heard that.
That was the down part of his career.
Hey, did you check in my review that I did last week of that Melvin movie?
Yep.
There was a movie within the movie that they were watching, and it was called Night of the Driller, and the killer was played by Lloyd Kaufman. I thought that was kind of cool.
Didn't you give that movie a 9 out of 10?
Melvin, I think so. Yeah, it was a really good movie. I liked it.
Yeah, I saw your review. I was like, oh crap, I gotta see that movie. And then I have it on top of my DVD player, and I haven't put it in yet.
I, got a stack of movies to review, and last night I ended up watching The Lodger, which is like a really old silent film Alfred Hitchcock did like in the 20s, and then I watched Fulci's Zombie. So.
Oh,
good film.
Yeah. Who here remembers Luci Fulci's The Beyond?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, sir. My favorite scene, even though it looks terribly fake, the fucking spider scene.
Oh, yeah. The tongue chewing out. Yeah, that was cool.
Oh, man. And then the eyeball, that movie was great. Am I the only one who doesn't like House by the Cemetery?
I thought it was alright.
I like it.
I just hear all this hype.
City of the Living Dead is just like a bunch of set pieces strung together. There's like no narrative at all of that movie.
Yeah, but that was my favorite of all.
City of the Living Dead was awesome. It just makes no sense.
Hey, cool story. I was telling my wife this last night when I fucked in Zombie in the bedroom. She's like, haven't you seen this movie? I was like, yeah, I've seen this movie like 100 times. I go, but the first time I saw this movie, it was like 1982, right? My best friend's older brother took us to the drive-in, and Zombie was playing, and then after Zombie was the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I remember it vividly because it was the first like ultra-violent movies I'd ever seen. I mean, I was like 11, 12 years old. And when we were driving home, he drove to a cemetery and started driving through a cemetery and was telling me and his brother, all right, guys, this is where you get off. I'm leaving, you got here. So we were scared shitless. But that's like was my gateway drug to like violent movies.
All right, so what's your favorite line from Zombie?
My favorite line from Zombie? It's got to be the opening line,
That's mine, too.
Oh, tell the crew. Or the boat can leave now. Tell the crew.
Tell the crew.
Tom Peitsky actually does that line after the credits in Zombie.
Yeah.
I like how you named your main doctor, Dr. Menard, after that.
Yeah, and if you notice on the screen it says Dr. Menard, and underneath it, a lot of people didn't get this reference, but it said Utility Muffin Research Kitchen.
Hey, I got it.
Reference, Derek or Will?
Yeah, I got it. I think I got it.
I got
Frank Zappa's home studio.
I got a question, man. Who here likes Zombie 3?
It was fun.
I love that movie. I might even like it more than Zombie, just for the how much fun it was. Like it was just like it was
didn't
more.
Make any sense though. There was no like plot. There was nothing there. It was just like a bunch of people.
That was so fun about it. It was just people with zombies attacking. They run here, they run there.
Yeah, but I didn't even care for the characters. I was kind of bored throughout it. I mean, the effects weren't even that great. It was boring.
The flying head, man. The flying head.
Yeah. It totally defies gravity and physics. It was like, come on.
And my favorite part was the fact that all the zombies, their faces were fucked up, and their hands and feet were normal.
Yeah, and then you get that crazy doctor in like the Philippines, like going like, "Oh, we gotta do something. There's a cure." And the military was like, "No, it's not. Fuck off."
Dude,
have you ever seen Zombie Lake?
No.
I heard it was horrible.
It is. It's horrible. But mentioning the makeup in Zombie Lake, they have face makeup, but nothing wrong with their necks or hands.
I gotta look up some pictures of this.
They must have got their idea from Zombie 3. I mean, Zombie 3 did have, like, no hands or feet makeup, right?
They did. Some of them did.
Okay, because maybe it's Zombie 4, but what the fuck was Zombie 4 about? I can't even remember 4 or 5 killing birds.
Birds one?
No, that's the 5th one.
4 was like a bunch of military guys that look like rednecks coming. You know what? Never mind. It's fucking. They had no plot either.
That's the one in a cave at the beginning or some shit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, everybody says it has no plot, but I really can't see what was the huge plot of Zombie?
Yeah.
Well, her father was missing. It was all about going after her father.
Yeah, but I mean, that's basically little to no plot.
Nah, it's a plot compared to Zombie 3. I don't even know what the fuck they were doing.
They were just chilling, man. They were trying to have a good time.
Wow, I'm looking at these pictures of Zombie Lake. This is fucking ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, it's terrible. Nazi zombies coming out of the lake. There's a lot of nudity in it, though, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, this kind of reminds me of another zombie movie I saw.
Shockwaves?
No.
Shockwaves? I couldn't get into Shockwaves, man.
I kind of liked it, basically because of the actors in it. It was Peter Cushing was in that, wasn't he?
I think. Number one movie which people get pissed off at me for not liking is Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things.
That's a hit or miss. That's if you like cheesy.
I love cheese. Yeah. You know I love cheese, but the movie was just. I don't know, man. God, I'm looking up pictures for Zombie Lake. What the fuck were they thinking?
I told you, man. Hey, I got a copy of that. I'll send it to you if you want.
I don't know if I even want it.
I ended up with 2 of them somehow. I have no idea, but there's 2 DVDs of it on my shelf now.
Okay, I'll take it then.
That's like Motel. I ended up with 2 Motel Hells. I don't know how that happened. I think they're multiplying or something.
How many zombie films are coming out this year? Anybody know?
Is there any? I mean, fuck.
Other than Dylan Dog, I mean.
Die, Zombitch, Die. I'm hoping.
Die, Zombitch, Die. Yeah. What about, anybody know anything about 12/24 when that's coming out?
Coliano is showing it in Pittsburgh, I think in June, and I don't know if he has it sold, but I keep bugging him for a screener. Supposedly he's got one coming for the Celebrity Paranormal Lockdown thing he's got going, but I don't know. I've been bugging him about 12/24 too because I want to see it because Shevis is in it.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
She was in Zombies too.
Yeah, I never saw that one either.
Really?
12/24 I did see.
I think they're making a Zombie Strippers too.
So how was 12/24?
Oh, you really want to ask me that question? I mean,
yeah.
Look, here's the deal. I think it was his first movie.
Yeah.
It was pretty sloppy. I mean, I guess I don't know what they shot it on. I don't know if they shot it on the HVX 200 or if they shot it on a DBX 100. But for a first movie, it wasn't bad. But there was still I couldn't follow it. And then the fact that it was a screening I went to, but we were still charged $30 to go see it. I mean, there was sound that was pretty bad. There was, the music was louder in some scenes. I mean, they're going to fix all this stuff. I mean, I would hope. But, I mean, the gore was pretty cool. I mean, every time somebody gets shot in the head, there's, a fucking, fountain of blood that shoots out. So, the acting was, but, you know, as far, I'll tell you this, Derek's going to like it.
Cool.
But, I mean, there was really, I guess there's a plot. I mean, they're pretty much trying to get this kid to a hospital, and it takes place in Pittsburgh. And I don't know. There's a lot of. It's a lot of fun if you have a bunch of friends over and you're drinking, kind of like Macabre Medicine. But for a first movie, I have to say it's not bad. He actually had a lot of production value into it, and a lot of people working on it.
All right, so
I got to see that short movie he did. As far as I know, it hasn't come out. But he shot down in, I think, Myrtle Beach or something, and he had a bunch of people in it. It was called Koss Island.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We're not. Yeah, I was on that crew.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Yeah, I shouldn't even keep him out. I should have kept him out. I kind of fucked up their production, kind of.
Really?
Yeah.
I see. Is that dead now, or is it coming out, or what?
I don't know. They don't talk to me anymore.
Hey, let me ask you guys if you've heard anything about this. There was a couple actresses attached to it, and then a couple people got replaced, and it kind of controversially, they kind of got dropped off the production. I'm not going to...
Koss Island?
No, not that. They kind of got dropped off the production, and they hired some new actresses, and now a little bird told me that this project is dead in the water. I think it was being made in Texas, as a matter of fact. The Thulu Key, the Legacy or some shit.
never heard of it.
Oh.
Really? They had a bunch of concept art and everything else out for it. I think they blew the whole lot on that. But yeah, they were just attaching all these actresses to it and then like replacing them and basically not telling them that they weren't, working on the project anymore, or like firing them via email and stuff like that.
Huh. Never heard of that, man.
I don't know anything about that. I mean,
I'm gonna have to get some gossip on that. We can talk about it next week.
Gonna have to like get those people so I could be like, hey, can I be in your movie that's dead? I'm gonna resurrect it.
I mean, the thing I know about Coss Island is the fact that what he wanted to do was he wanted to make a short trailer to send out to studios to get funding for this movie, which I think is what he's doing. I think he's actually still going on with it. I mean, it's a good idea, but it's the same thing as Hostel.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
It's a bunch of kids. Coss Island is an actual island off the coast of Greece. It's like a party island.
Uh-huh.
And people go there and party. Well, he had this idea that what if, since it's so close to, it's in Europe, what if there are terrorists on that island that, lure kids and kill them, steal their money? I mean, it's not a bad idea. I just think his trailer wasn't planned properly, and we kind of got. I mean, we didn't have any shot list. We didn't have any scheduling, and that's things you kind of need when you make a movie.
I talked to somebody who will remain nameless also, because I don't want anybody burning any bridges, especially in our show. Who said that they basically showed up to that shoot and it wasn't really a shoot; it was just a bunch of people wanting to party and make a movie. If it gets made, it gets made.
Yeah, and and I'm not used to that kind of stuff. I'm used to taking things seriously and I'm used to working, not just fucking around. And I mean, it was fun. Don't get me wrong, I had a blast. But I don't know. I was expecting it to be a lot different, and there was a lot of people complaining. We were put in a nice little beach house, and everybody, a couple of people in there, mostly the actors, were kind of bitching about it because they were like, "Oh man, it feels like I'm wasting my time," and blah blah blah, blah blah blah, and going on. Nobody's prepared. And it was true. I mean, we really didn't know what we needed. I was on the makeup crew. At first he was telling me I was going to be a cameraman, and then I'm going to act, and he took the acting away from me and told me I was just going to stick with special effects, and I hate doing special effects. I'm not very good at it either, I don't think. I mean, but the crew, I can tell you this, I've never seen somebody, as Anthony, I've never seen somebody so fucking dedicated to a project. And I'm not saying it's all Anthony's fault. I mean, there was a lot of shit we could not control weather. We had days that it rained and poured. We couldn't get the equipment out there. And then we're shooting on an island. That's bullshit too. I mean, you can't factor that in. It's hard to shoot on an island with no lights, and you have to bring a generator, and you're getting shit off boats, and the setup time is fucking ridiculous. I mean, you get it. It was not his fault. What happened.
I'm still kind of interested to see it. I don't know.
No, it's going to be pretty good. I mean, I just think that they need to figure out how to light scenes better. I mean, we got to white balancing the camera, because when I was looking at the camera, it wasn't white balanced. I mean, I don't want to burn any bridges either. But I just the guy needs to take some constructive criticism. He didn't want to listen to me. It felt like because I was young, and I was also cocky too. But I figured this way. I've been doing this stuff for years, and I've been working with those cameras for years. I've worked. I went to school for 4 years learning about broadcast media and filmmaking, and now I'm going to a film school. I mean, I think I know how to run a camera, but it's he's I don't think he's ever gone to school for this. He's learning this pretty much off the set, which is what you're supposed. I prefer people go learn from a fucking set as opposed to a school, but. I don't know, if you're going to go to any fucking film school, I'm telling you, the Factory Film School in Monessen, Douglas Education Center, is fucking the best film school I've ever seen.
Speaking of learning this stuff, you were just talking about white balance and everything else, and I had no fucking idea what you're talking about. Well, when you get... It's one thing to run around with a fucking palm camera and be like, oh, I'm making a movie, because you're making a movie. But when you get up and start getting really good camera equipment, you got to learn how to pull focus, white balance, and then recording sound's a whole entire different entity. I mean, you can run it to a different sound device, or you can record through the camera. And either way, you got to turn off your line mics and turn it onto a microphone. It depends what kind of microphones you're going to be using. I mean,
most cameras, like I use a T2i, which has no hookups, no XLR cables to hook into. So you're going to have to get a sound device or a Zoom microphone to plug into. Now you can get a Zoom microphone for about $300, and you can plug 2 XLR cables into that, which means you can run a shotgun microphone, or 2 lavalier microphones, or a shotgun and a lavalier, whatever your preference is, and you can adjust your levels on that sound device. Or you can record from the camera, which also has 2 XLR cables, which the HVX does have. So it's all about pre-planning, learning how to use your camera, setting up shots, storyboarding, breaking things down for the actors, letting them know, what their schedules are. I mean, getting up and going, I think we should shoot this day, it's just not the way. And I used to do that shit, and I really fucked myself up. I mean, I fucked up a lot when I made films, and I've learned from it. Because I've been doing it since I was a kid. That's... You know something's wrong, you're doing something wrong when all your friends don't want to work with you anymore. So, that's kind of what I did.
I know what I did when I did my short. Not that I'm like a filmmaker or anything, but I had everything blocked out, and like we were shooting at a cemetery. I didn't have permission to shoot at the cemetery, so I had all my shots blocked out that I absolutely had to have. We went up there, we were there 10 minutes, and we were gone before the cops showed up, So,
yeah, that's another thing that happened on Goss Island. The police came, and Anthony looks at me and goes, "Fuck, what are we gonna do?" And I was kind of like, shit. He goes, "Well, pretend it's a student project." And I was like, "Oh, okay." But luckily we didn't get caught by the cops. We quickly picked up our gear and ran. But man, that's guerrilla filmmaking right there. But like, you kind of do that shit, because I know a lot of filmmakers that I've worked with are like, I don't like working on anything unless they have permits. And I've worked with a lot of filmmakers who are like, "Oh, if the cops come, you just run like hell." Well, if you're in a new area, you don't know the area well, where the fuck are you gonna run to, man?
See, I just told everybody, hey, if the cops show up, claim ignorance. I didn't know I needed a permit. This is the first thing I've ever done.
You know what claiming ignorance gets you? A ticket.
Yeah, well.
How many times have you gotten a speed ticket? Sir, how fast were you going? The speed limit's 50, isn't it? No, it's 20, sir. Well, and it's a school zone. Oh.
You know what works better? If you get pulled over and they ask you how fast you were going, say, "Don't you fucking know? You're the one that pulled me over."
Fuck yeah. Fuck that dude.
I said that one time. The cop was getting out of his car, and I'm like, "You motherfucker, you're probably pulling over because I'm speeding. You should fucking know how fast I'm speeding, you fucker." And then the cop comes over and knocks on my window and goes, "Sir, can you roll the window down?" So, yeah, that's what, But anyway, yeah, Anthony's got some really good ideas. I think he'd be a good filmmaker. I just think he needs to make more short films and practice more before he starts jumping into, like, getting all these extravagant actors out there, and, because you don't want, I guess he doesn't want to work with me. I don't think he likes talking to me anymore, but I think he's a great guy. He's a really fun guy. He's going to be a good filmmaker. I just think he needs to practice more and start reading up on it more, getting some more books, and tell you, he's got this guy named Matt Bonacci working with him. Really fucking cool cat, man. If you should interview anybody, that guy is the guy you want to interview, man.
Yeah, he's on my Facebook.
Yeah, you should interview that guy, because he was like a producer. I don't think he likes me either, but because I really fucked things up on that production, because I was trying to do things right, and I was just being a dipshit. So I'm hated by Anthony Coliano. I think I'm being blacklisted, probably. That's what I hear.
Really?
I don't know. Probably not. But,
yeah. You know what? I found out that jumping in and making a short film that. It's almost like a summer camp, going to conventions and everything. Everybody knows each other and everybody helps each other out. But if somebody gets a hair up their ass about somebody, man, they try to make their fucking lives miserable. I know it's happened to a couple actresses I know. I mean, people just, they had to back out of a project for one reason or another, or maybe, they were signed to this for short money and they got something making twice that or no money at all, and they pulled out, and people just trying to badmouth them to everybody. And, wow, man, it's like, everybody gets along until you really or perceived to be fucking somebody, and then fell downhill from there.
Which means, in the end, it's all about money, isn't it?
Yes, it's all about the Benjamins.
Well, that's the industry, though. It's all based on money. You got to remember that. I mean, when you make a film, you're working really hard. You're spending a lot of money. And, if somebody does sign onto your project and you have a contract with them, they drop out because they're getting more money. I mean, that's like fucking you over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you there, but Like I said, anybody that works on Die Zombitch Die is either working for free or they're working for a dime and a bologna sandwich a day.
That's pretty much what got medicine, yeah.
What the fuck? I'm not getting the bologna sandwich.
I will send you a fucking bologna sandwich.
Awesome.
Hey, where are you located, Tom?
I'm located in Fremont, Ohio. It's near Toledo.
How far is that from Pittsburgh?
From Pittsburgh, I'm about 3 hours from Pittsburgh.
See, I could come down and do some awesome special effects for you.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I got a guy, I don't know if you've ever heard of him, or he's got a movie coming out called Postmortem America 2021.
Yeah.
Cameron Scott, he offered to come up and shoot for me, so.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, maybe we can have a fucking summer camp this summer, who knows?
Damn it. That means I gotta get enough money to get my ass down there, too.
Nice. There's a guy in town here that's written a couple books or novels, an author, and I just talked to him last night. He's going to come down on set and do a cameo one day. I got Derek lined up. I got David Sitbon said he would do something. Verdinsky, of course. Our horror hottie of the month this month, Kitsy Duncan, she's down for a cameo. Zombie Steve is down for a cameo. And oh, fuck, who else, man? Will, if he's down. And I asked Jen and Sylvia Soska. They said that they are not getting in front of the camera anymore. They're doing a cameo in American Mary, and then they're done in front of the camera. They said if there's anything that they can do for me behind the camera or, helping out with the production in any way, that they're down. So, two very cool women. And I have yet to see Dead Hooker in a Trunk, but I hear good things.
Huh. I have Dead Hooker in a trunk.
Really?
I have one, too.
Yeah, she's in my trunk. No, I actually have the movie. I have it on my DVD rack right now.
Oh, really? Did you ever review it?
Not yet, but now speaking about it, I guess I'll pop it on in.
Alright, either that or send it to me.
Yeah.
I could do that, or I could watch it and then send it to you.
Yes, you could. Either or. I'm going to send some stuff to Chris and Dave, Horror Happy Hour, too, this week, so.
We love those. Damn it, they were supposed to be on today's show, but I never contacted them again. Damn it!
Yeah, how are they doing? I haven't heard from them guys for a while.
They launched their new site. It looks really cool. They got a lot of people working for that site, and it looks pretty nice. I mean, they're doing well.
That's great.
Yeah, we need to see who does their site and hire them.
Absolutely. There was a friend of mine who was going to do some stuff for our site, and I completely forgot about it. I should talk to him.
Alright, well, should we start wrapping things up, or is there any last words of whatever-the-ness?
You have the last words of wisdom, Derek, unless Will wants to take over for you this week.
I could have somebody take over my words of wisdom.
You son of a bitch.
Or I could come up with something right quick.
Come up with something. Who knows?
What's
This
up?
show has been brought to you by Kale's Brokery.
If you see somebody who looks like Osama bin Laden, don't kill them, because he's already dead.
You son of a
Absolutely. And thank you to Will, and thank you to Derek, and we're out.
We're out.
bitch. Alright,
Peace.
guys, see ya.